Usually I cover true stories ripped straight from the headlines, old and new, the ones that stick in my head like burrs, cases that won't let go. But you may not know that I also write fiction, all kinds of fiction. Crime, horror, conspiracy, paranormal, mostly short stories. I've been doing this since I was a little kid with a flashlight under the blanket and a notebook that smelled like pencil shavings. Tonight's protagonist, Sunny Jensen, showed up in my head about 20 years ago, a product of a late-night creative writing session with my mother, whose name is also Sunny, and she refused to leave until she made the light of day. These characters have a way of doing that, don't they? And you may or may not know this, but I have had an interest in audio storytelling since I was a kid, way before podcasts were a thing. Old-time radio has always been my muse. The creak of a door, a single violin note hanging in the air, a voice you trust guiding you through the dark. I feel incredibly fortunate to be able to share this bedtime experience with you every week, blending my love of creating with audio. I love sharing the things I make. I love telling stories. I'm just so blessed to have you, an audience, who enjoys listening. Content creation can be a tough place. People can be brutal instead of lifting each other up. I'm probably not for everyone, but I'm really glad I'm for you. Thank you for being here with me in the dark. If you aren't a fan of true crime fiction tonight, if you prefer to stick to the true stories, you can sit this one out. But if you decide to stay, I'll keep it nice and light and relaxing for you. Mostly. Before we slip into tonight's tale, I want to take a moment to thank you, our listeners, for being here with me. If you're loving true crime sleep stories, please consider giving us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. It helps us reach more ears and keep these haunting tales coming. I know you're trying to get cozy and relax, and you may not want to hear ads, so a quick word. The ads help me a lot, and I always keep them in the first few minutes so they don't interrupt the main story. I've been making content online for free for years, and opting into ads wasn't taken lightly, but the little bit of money it brings in is super helpful and lets me keep doing what I love. If ads are absolutely not for you, I get it. If you'd like to go a step further, you can become a Patreon member at patreon.com/KellyBrink. $5 a month gets you totally ad-free episodes the moment they're finished, plus exclusive bonus content. It means the world. Now, we're going to hear briefly from our sponsors before we dive in to your uninterrupted story. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to True Crime Sleep Stories. Now, let the world fade away. Let the glow from the screen soften until it feels like moonlight on snow. Picture Chicago in that thin, brittle week after Thanksgiving when the city hasn't quite committed to winter yet. The trees along the lakefront still cling to a few stubborn leaves. The air smells of wood smoke and impending storms, and every empty mansion from Evanston to Kenilworth sits lit up like a department store window, waiting for buyers who won't arrive until the spring thaw. Somewhere out there, a woman with nowhere to go is borrowing other people's lonely homes. Close your eyes and let me introduce you to a woman named Sarah Jensen, or Sunny to her friends. Born and raised in Des Plaines, Illinois, in a brick split level that always smelled faintly of crock-pot chili and hockey gear. She had played midfield for Maine West, sold Cutco knives to pay for community college, and by 34 had become the top residential agent north of the Loop. Sunny could walk into a gutted disaster with peeling lead paint and no heat and have 3 cash offers before the open house cookies were gone. Buyers trusted Sunny because she smiled like the sun coming up over the lake on a day you thought would stay gray forever. Then came the divorce. Her husband, Nate, was an options trader with a gambling problem and a 26-year-old SoulCycle instructor as a secret girlfriend. He cleaned out the joint accounts, took the golden retriever, Murphy, and left Sunny with a leased Honda Civic, a storage unit in Niles, and a smile that hurt to hold in place. The bank took the Wicker Park loft in August. By October, she was rotating through her own vacant listings like a very polite ghost. She never stayed more than 3 nights in one place. She showered at the Planet Fitness on Clybourne, washed her clothes at laundromats, and kept her blazers on hangers across her back seat so the creases stayed sharp. No one at the brokerage suspected anything. Sunny still showed up to morning meetings with Duncan for everyone and a story about staging late at a listing. Thanksgiving week, she chose a masterpiece, a 1920s prairie-style mansion on Sheridan Road listed at $5.8 million, owned by a cryptocurrency couple who had decamped to their new compound in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. The stager had gone full winter wonderland. A 15-foot Fraser fir in the foyer dripping with glass icicles, fake snow dusting the windowsills, and a kitchen stocked with champagne and grocery store eggnog to serve strangers at the open house. Sunny cooked a turkey hot pocket in the warming drawer, poured the eggnog into a Riedel glass because even broke girls have standards, and fell asleep in the master suite under a heated blanket that hummed like a cat. For the first time in months, she didn't dream of past due notices. She woke to the soft chime of the garage keypad at 2:17 a.m. Not the house settling, not the furnace kicking on, but 4 deliberate beeps, then the slow grind of the 3-car garage door. Boots on heated epoxy. 2 voices, low and hushed, the way men speak when they think God isn't listening. Sunny slid out of bed in her turkey sock footies, phone already in hand, and padded to the walk-in closet the size of a New York apartment. Through the louvered doors, she watched the kitchen island light flicker on. The older man she recognized immediately, Barrett Langford of Langford Crest Developments, the guy who bought whole blocks in Logan Square, evicted everyone, and renamed them Langford Row. Sunny had sold him a Gold Coast penthouse the year before. He'd tipped her with Cubs skybox tickets and a wink that made her skin crawl. His companion was younger, twitchy, and kept checking his Apple Watch. They wheeled in 4 black rolling cases, the long, hard-shell kind orchestras used for cellos, except these thumped too heavily when they hit the marble. Langford unzipped the first one, then the next, and the next. 4 girls, ages 15 to 18 maybe, sedated, wrists zip-tied, mouths sealed with silver duct tape that caught the under-cabinet lights like tinsel. Sunny's stomach folded in on itself. But the part of her brain that calculated commission checks started taking inventory instead. Partial license plate through the mudroom window. LNG something. Langford's black Suburban. The way the younger guy kept glancing toward the basement stairs. Langford chuckled the way men do when money has made them untouchable. Cameras are looped till February. This place is empty. Perfect staging area before the freighter leaves Christmas Eve. Lake freighters don't get searched like the ports do. Sonny knew the rumors. Everyone did. Kids vanishing from the South Side, from foster homes, from Greyhound stations, swallowed by the holiday rush and shipped out on iron ore boats flying foreign flags, Chicago's dirty little secret. She eased backward, planning to slip out the owner's balcony, shimmy down the drain pipe like she had in college after too many Mike's Hard Lemonades. But her phone, on silent, thank God, lit up with an Amber Alert push notification. The glow cut through the dark like a blade. Langford's head snapped up, their eyes locked across 30 feet of hardwood and bad decisions. Sonny ran. She knew this house better than the men who were about to ruin it. She hit the hidden panic room behind the library shelves, punched in the override she'd memorized during the broker's open. 12, 25, 62. The owner's kid's birthday. Lazy. And slammed the steel door just as boots thundered up the stairs. Inside, a bottle of 1996 Dom Perignon, a landline, and a bank of monitors showing every camera feed. The girls were still in the garage, breathing slow under whatever cocktail kept them compliant. Langford's face appeared on camera outside the door, red and furious. "Sarah Jensen, I know it's you. I saw you. Open the damn door, and we'll call it a misunderstanding." Sonny did the most Midwestern thing possible. She apologized first. "I'm so sorry," she whispered under her breath to homeowners who would never hear her. Then she started breaking things. She smashed the champagne bottle on the concrete floor, causing the flood sensor to be triggered. She opened every smart faucet full blast. She used the panic room tablet to override the lights, strobing them like a rave, then triggered the fire alarm, the carbon monoxide alarm, and finally, the medical alert that rang straight to a private security company in Kenilworth. 11 minutes later, the street looked like a Christmas parade gone wrong. Fire trucks, unmarked SUVs, 2 news vans that happened to be chasing a kitchen fire in Glencoe. Langford's crew scattered like rats. The girls were found alive. Sonny emerged in turkey socks and yesterday's eyeliner, hands raised. "Hi, I'm the listing agent. I was just, checking the smoke detectors." The police didn't buy that story for long. By New Year's Eve, security footage from 20 different listings had surfaced. Sonny brushing her teeth in strangers' marble bathrooms, doing yoga in empty great rooms, once dancing alone to Taylor Swift in a $9 million Lake Forest chateau. The Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation revoked her license faster than you can say unauthorized occupancy. She spent January in an extended stay America off I-90, living off leftover Christmas cookies and the little bit of savings she still had, searching through job boards that all asked for 5 years of experience she no longer legally possessed. On February 2nd, Groundhog Day, because the universe has a dark sense of humor, a black Suburban pulled into the parking lot. A woman stepped out. Tall, silver streak in her dark hair, camel coat that cost more than Sunny's entire wardrobe. "Sarah Jensen?" "That's me," she said, confused. "Camille Voss, Voss and Associates, Detroit, Chicago, Miami, Las Vegas. We recover things, mostly people. You dismantled the biggest trafficking corridor between here and Montreal. We could use you." Sunny looked at the woman, then at the sad plastic tree in the lobby, still covered in tinsel, then back. "Do you offer dental?" Camille Voss laughed for the first time in recorded history. "Full benefits, and a company car that isn't a 2001 Civic." Sunny took the job. 6 months later, when the Winnetka mansion finally sold to a family from San Francisco, the new owners found a laminated card tucked inside the warming drawer. "Thank you for buying this beautiful home. May it keep you as safe as it kept me. If you ever hear footsteps in the garage at 2:17 a.m., hit the panic button behind the library owl. It works. Trust me. Thank you. From a grateful traveler, no longer traveling." Somewhere in the city, a girl who thought her fate was sealed inside a cello case was learning to play actual cello. Somewhere else, Barrett Langford was learning that federal prison doesn't loop the cameras. And Sarah, Sunny Jensen, former queen of Chicago real estate, drove north on Lakeshore Drive in a car that wasn't hers. Keys to a dozen empty houses on her key ring that no one would ever ask her to return. She smiled at the lake, bright as ever. Some doors, once opened, never quite close again. Sweet dreams, everyone. And maybe change your alarm codes this season. You never know who still has the code. Thank you truly for joining me on this little fictional true crime journey tonight. I loved writing Sunny Jensen into existence. This story is actually something my mother and I originally wrote together, but never finished. So tell me in the comments, should this become a full book? More sunny adventures? More empty mansions? More monsters hiding behind Christmas trees? More Midwestern women who refuse to stay broken? I'm dying to know what you think. If enough of you say yes, well, Sunny still has a whole ring of keys and a lot more houses to borrow. Until next time, my friends, stay cozy, stay curious, and keep those doors locked. Good night. True Crime Sleep Stories is hosted and created by Kelly Brink, produced with the support of our dedicated team. Subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast platform to help us keep telling these haunting tales. Visit patreon.com/Kelly Brink for exclusive content and to join our community. Thank you for listening, and we'll meet you in the shadows next time. Until then, stay safe out there and lock your doors. Good night.